fixing scandal that's happened. I don't know the details of that. Have they been released?
Not as far as I know that their Yoda was involved.
Oh.
And
that's so sad.
No,
just stop. No, please.
Okay.
Even if you knew, I just that's a bad. Let's not go there. That's depressing.
Bad times in general.
Depressing.
Well,
we've made it.
There we go.
We've made it. We filled some time.
Yeah. Okay. I like Cloud9's logos right now.
I thought you were gonna say something insightful. I like what they're doing. The service. I like their logo.
Yeah, I know. Just struck me.
The logo.
Patriotism, but well, I definitely like what Cloud9 are doing right now, which is getting Liquid down or pretty easily. But Hiko is going to respond as well. 2v2 situation. The problem for the CTs in this type of scenario is that, like they're doing now, they're going to have to split up. It's really hard to hold the entire site by yourself. That's really the worrying thing. So EliGE is going to have to pick them off one by one if he's going to have a shot, or he's just going to have to wait for adreN to rotate over.
He's the EliGE man. He's from StarCraft. Be wary. But well, he's going to go down. It's down to the in-game leader adreN, and he's going to be up against Skadoodle and Shroud, no less. So hard ask. But at least he's got them both trapped on the site. But it's even more problematic because they can trade instantly. Unless he finds a nice angle. Oh, wow. That, from adreN's perspective, that looks so savage.
That looks filthy.
So, yeah, I'm here for like about 100 milliseconds and you're dead.
Yeah.
Good luck. All right, so we will get Liquid in a situation where they probably won't force buy. They showed a P250 eco every time when they're in this kind of a spot. And they're even... Okay, there we go, P250s.
Just a bit of delay.
I've got the triple Biggie Smalls.
You'd like this. So, well, it's all about getting more money, right? More money. For Liquid, I think what we saw from them versus Elvet yesterday was very up and down. Their T side was obviously good because they managed to bring it back from a pretty horrid CT side. The question is whether or not they're going to be able to. I don't think there's any question in saying that Cloud9 is a better team than Elevate or X-Elevate.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So if X-Elevate is able to get 11 rounds versus Liquid on this map, how many can Cloud9 get?
Well, they even got into overtime, right? So it's going to be pretty...
Yeah, and that was purely because of the T side of Team Liquid. But they can't be as weak as they were yesterday on their CD side if they're going to have a shot at all, because then it could easily be 14-1 or 15-0.
Yeah, and it was B that was the problem, and we saw Cloud9 take their first anti-eco towards A. So we'll have to see, when the buys come out for Liquid, how Cloud9, are they going to be frothing at the mouth? Are they going to be on the bar sorts there, just running in towards the B-bomb side, just going for it like it's...
What could be super scary about that as well, imagine if Cloud9 goes towards A initially, and they just terrorize Liquid there. Then you really start to worry if you're a fan of Team Liquid. All right, now the bit of unconventional stack from the boys in blue, I guess. That's, well, both actually have blue jerseys, so bad example. But yeah, Team Liquid with a 4-man stack over towards A, which is not something you see a whole lot. And Cloud9 just had to casually walk out on the B-bomb side. Not much resistance to be had there. And they go through both anti-ecos without losing a single man. Yeah.
Yes, really nice. A nice opener for Cloud9 so far.
Absolutely.
Strong on the economy. Lots of money. Money is good. You can buy things with money. And let's see if they can keep it going. Or you could do like
nothing and just stick with your Mag 10.
Dude, it's so gangster. Gangster. All right. We got Liquid here with the full rifle setup. And they need to really make sure that they start strong in this. Because yesterday, it was their CT side that was leaking all over the place. They need to patch up those leaks and make the ship, right the ship. And we do have Cloud9 just going for not even the default. They're just all moving in for the trades into A. I like this to do this as 5. I don't think there's anything wrong with this because the CTs will never push. It's very unlikely they'll push the B at the start of the match. Maybe a boost into drop later.
I think it's more like to see a boost like that in an eco round or a force buy where you have a Mag 7 or something where you want to catch people off guard, but rarely makes sense to take that kind of a risk.
We'll get the smoke there from Liquid, but the thing is that Cloud9 have such a good pinch that they're going to go straight through it. This is a really good decision here from Cloud9, and they're going to absolutely clean house here. Very nicely done. Liquid now scrambling to get themselves back into the bomb site for the retake, and Nitro is the only guy that can make this happen. He's got to give some space for EliGE to work with, cause a distraction, open up the bomb site. Nice first kill. Gares will go down. And maybe EliGE can get himself into the action now as well. Yes, he will. And he'll find himself at the mercy of Shroud and freakazoid. Did a lot of damage there, but still alive. Great stuff there. Once again, Nitro really delivering here for Liquid. And now they're going to find Shroud right at the end by A-Long. And they managed to pull that retake off. And it feels as though that should never have actually come about. But Liquid are going to be so happy because they should have lost that round, I think.
They definitely should have. I'm actually surprised by the fact that they're allowed to walk so freely. To the point where they come into a 2v1 situation instead of being the guys getting shot from multiple angles. That's a bit shoddy play from Cloud9 in the after plant, because when freakazoid, well, first off, freakazoid doesn't necessarily have to take that peek at all. Skadoodle should be in a position where he can figure out whether or not they're coming up through the stairs or whether, you know, and if they're not, then they're probably coming from behind, so freakazoid can play a much safer angle, and if he ever gets into contact with a Team Liquid player, then Skadoodle is going to be there to trade with him.
And we'll have Liquid's looking to get another good start. Liquid's Hiko, he's going to find the bomber straight away, and he's going to nail him. Liquid gets, I keep calling, why am I calling Hiko Liquid? This is madness.
Well, he is a part of Liquid, so in a sense you're right.
He flows. He's like water. And
adreN.
This is a nice double setup here between adreN and Hiko.
Just continues the onslaught.
Gares coming in from the back, but he is alone. All of his comrades have fallen by this point. And he at least needs to do damage economically. He needs to take down some players, or else Cloud9 will be in a very sore position. And, I mean, Liquid seem to have all but cleaned up. I mean, their A side was never in question yesterday.
No, but I don't feel they were tested as much, because Elevate quickly figured out that they didn't meet much resistance on B. At least when they did their executes properly with having one guy drop down through drop room.
Yeah.
At that point, Liquid had no clue what to do, it seemed like. I would assume that Cloud9 had some sort of an idea of how Team Liquid plays this map, and eventually, obviously, they might have to... Oh, Sean's not getting down a bomb here. So you might see an eco coming out from Cloud9 at this point, but for the next buy round, who knows, could be like full force towards B. They do have potential to have the money to actually force buy here. I'm not sure if they opt for it. Okay, they are. They're actually going to go for it.
All right.
And
alrighty then.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering, freakazoid buying it off. It's definitely going to go to Skadoodle. They get a couple of smokes, and from the looks of it, they're going quickly towards B here.
They get the timely coordinated pushes onto B. I'm curious.
Well, they have to go fast because they don't have enough smokes to just sit there and wait.
And they've attracted some attention. All of Liquid have actually moved towards the B-bomb site. Pretty much everybody's there. All hands on deck from Liquid as Cloud9 move in, and adreN. It's going to be up close and personal. Scott is at the back, doing so much damage with the AWP, and that's going to open up the bomb site entirely. Liquid, once again, giving up this this B area. Hiko is there looking for the clutch, 1 versus 3. And again, this is his bread and butter. First player down, Scar is going to hit the floor as Hiko tries to eye up a second frag. The bomb still needs to be planted, and Hiko is making it happen. 2 players down, just 1 more. He spins around, thinking Gares was behind him, but he was in fact on the bomb site still. And Cloud9 will win the rounds, but a scary position whenever Hiko's left alive, no matter how many players he's up against.
Absolutely. Hiko doing a great job there, and at least making sure if they're not going to win the round, it's going to cost Cloud9 quite a bit. That's very good. You can see rebuying after winning a round with worse weaponry than what you started out with. That's pretty shoddy. So Tech9's, Galil's, and well, Cloud9 figured out what's going on B. Not much for Liquid really.
And that's a bit unfortunate. Their Shroud is out there in the cold all alone. No support, no one to huddle up with and survive the winter. As you can see that Liquid are doing quite well. Nitro picking up that. Galil's going to get an extra frag here. So Liquid picking up multiple kills, 2 versus 1. Of course, no Kevlar on them, but this damage is absolutely outrageous from Liquid at the moment. Cloud9 need to control the situation and finish them off promptly, but they can't get the bomb. They've got to try to get the frags, and Hiko's going to find the headshot into freakazoid. Now Gares in a one-on-one. If FugLy, if there's only a weapon nearby, but there won't be. But still, critical damage done to Cloud9's economy. 4 players eliminated, and you can see they can barely buy after winning that round.
And that should be the round where Cloud9 finally stabilize. That should be the round where they take around with at least 4 people alive.
Yeah.
And just breathe a sigh of relief because they've been able to stabilize somewhat. Instead, it's Liquid from losing a round who's going to sit there with a better economy.
It's definitely going to be a little bit hard for them now because Liquid can really play the war of attrition even if they're losing rounds because, I mean, not much money there for Cloud9. Nice timing from Hiko, and he'll only get a single kill. I could swear that he would pick up more there, but no. Cloud9 get the kill, they get some positioning towards A, and Liquid spread out the defense. This is the effect now of that fast trade, and that does play the benefits of the terror side in Cloud9. And you can see that Liquid on high alerts here towards A. But this very much weakens B as well. And usually you would see a team actually rotate back towards B, so I love that FugLy's moving over there because B is usually where people would go after a trade like that.
Absolutely, because it does normally weaken the defense pretty significantly. And even if there's 3 players on B, which is what Liquid normally play with, they've had massive gaps in it. So why wouldn't Cloud9 relish at that opportunity?
But they have actually just waited, and they're actually going to go for A. So,
yeah.
So this is a good call by Cloud9.
They do still have a smoke on freakazoid as well, so they can smoke off connector and keep the rotation out. And there we go. Smoke's already down, actually. freakazoid's going to re-smoke. Well, Liquid need to get kills. FugLy starts things off with that UMP kill onto nothing. And just jumping through the smoke. This is really weird from EliGE. I have no idea why he opted to actually do that.
adreN's still on the site. He's actually still alive.
Time's running out.
And that's it. As long as adreN can stay alive, they'll win the round. And there it is.
FreakaZoid, what?
FreakaZoid was waiting for him to peek.
FreakaZoid was downstairs by the car. You had one guy on site. You could easily just run into that angle
wreck him, yeah,
where adreN is and sandwich him. Sure, you don't have a lot of HP, but...
Or you could stand all the way over there, far away, and lose the round.
Yeah, and die after the time runs out.
And then die. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure adreN was loving that. That was a very, very weird round. And you can see that damage by Hiko, how is it, because they probably would have force bought here if they if not for those 2 kills from Hiko. And now they Liquid are looking like they're going to have a much more successful anti-eco situation than Cloud9 did.
This is how you anti-eco. Pretty much.
Nothing's picked up an imp, man.
Yeah. That's pretty nice. Doesn't have armor though, so...
It's so funny that EliGE, all of his skins, he's renamed to like
stat track.
It just looks so ghetto. It's just
I actually really wish you could have name tags for your grenades.
Oh, really?
I'm surprised that isn't a possibility yet. That would be so dope. No, like so dope. That would easily be... I would rather have name tags on my grenades than my weapons, actually. Just imagine naming possibilities.
Yeah. Well, you see, I'm not very creative, so I cannot.
But this is when you can. Let's say it gets announced. You wait 3 months, then you Google cool grenade names CS:GO in Google, and you just rip off the 3 first you see.
Nice.
Solved.
So I see your game. You just like rip people. All right. You just plagiarize everybody.
No, I'm just helping the needy.
All right. Well, Cloud9 have managed to force up a buy, but it is not healthy. 2 kills at Tech9, limited on the utility, sparse on the grenades. But they will go for a fast play into B. They found success there, and of course so did Elevate yesterday against Team Liquid. But they are not putting players in drop just yet, and that's how this really comes together.
And there's also a 4-man stack from Liquid. So they've opted to put one guy alone towards A. Well, Cloud9, they're so slow to getting out. So they're just getting bogged down right now, and well, this is going to end horribly. Now, after everyone's died, Cloud9 have managed to get one guy into drop room.
This is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the problem. We saw this as well. Like I'm surprised that because earlier today we saw Fnatic, right?
Yeah.
Playing this map on T side. They were absolutely destroying drop zone every single time. There was never, and there shouldn't really be a reason for you not to opt to try to attack from multiple prongs, because you're actually losing efficiency. You can't peek with everybody at once on B long, like on B plat. You just cannot do that.
It's impossible
So
unless you want to line up for the CTs.
Pinching from drop. That's the way you can handle that situation. But never mind maximizing your efficiency. Let's look at this. We've got a weapon picked up by Sean Gares there with a P250. P250 Eco coming in from Cloud9. Let's see how much more damage they can do. Looks like there's a bit of a killing field here for FugLy. And just freakazoid left to right, and he'll go down. So
2
6-5.
kills. Normally 2 kills would be nice and all, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really do a whole lot for you. Liquid not going to be particularly phased by that. adreN's going to pick up an up, and Liquid have already improved massively on their CT side compared to what they did versus Elevate yesterday. So that's a good sign, because their T side still looks strong. So
yeah,
you'd have to assume that that's going to bode well going into the second half. There we go. Ska finally getting an opening frag for Cloud9, which is something we haven't seen in a while. So Hiko's been doing a really good job getting opening picks whenever they've gone towards A, and all the same thing goes for the Liquid guys towards B.
Yeah, they have a nice movement here, going up A long, and with the bomb in mids, they can actually do a lot here, because they have 2 players on drop as well, Cloud9, so they can cause a lot of distraction towards long, and then just go into the split, or the lurker mode, in drop zone. And we know that that's a weakness for Liquid. This could be a very nice kind of triple-pronged attack from Cloud9 onto the A-bomb site. That is what this kind of looks like right now, and there is no reason why Cloud9 cannot just go and execute it. They're against 4 players, so this should be their rounds.
And this is the, I guess, a typical rotation you see from the CTs once they lose 1 man. And this is why you see so many teams go towards B, and this is why you saw FugLy rotate back towards B, because this is what you expect to come out of a situation like this.
They opted not to go for that split. They're going to keep it simple, and just as you say, go for that super safe B play. And, well, EliGE will actually get the kill onto freakazoid, so they're having a little bit of trouble actually getting down onto the site with the frags. But you can see Liquid so paranoid of the drop zone, they know that that can be a problem, but their positions are quite good at the moment, and there's no trades coming in from Cloud9. This is not a good look at all for Cloud9. Skadoodle comes in, EliGE will fall, and there are multiple players for him to find. Great flick there. How can he be the rock that Cloud9 needs? That stability, because right now they're very shaky. Gares is looking to right the ship, and he'll get all the kills to close around there for Cloud9. So things will end up being okay in the end for Cloud9, but it does worry me, the lack of drop base play and kind of the coordination and the lack of trading. Where's the trading?
I think that the coordination, if you have coordination, it automatically leads to potential for trades at least. Sometimes you're just not going to be able to kill people, and that happens, but at least with good coordination you're going to be in, well, given that the strat is solid, it's going to allow you to be in a situation where you can trade. Ooh, Hiko. That's the 3rd time he's tried that, but this time he actually has backup from adreN, and that is definitely not something Cloud9 expected. So overall, favorable trade for Liquid, especially with Nitro pushing aggressively on B there. And while the 2 remaining Cloud9 members, they have quite a bit of work ahead of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see in the following rounds Cloud9 playing like Skadoodle, just waiting for Hiko, because he, like you say, he's been pushing there like so often. That's really exploitable with an AWPer, really exploitable for the T side, because you can slow the pace right down. Then the P comes out and he's dead, and that's
over.
Like, yeah, I actually don't see people do that almost ever anymore because of that reason. It's such a big liability going, and we already saw the trouble that you have going down a CT. But I mean, maybe Cloud9 can save this. They've got Skadoodle and nothing on the case. The bomb is making its way towards A, and positions for Team Liquid are quite hidden at the moment. Oh, that's a money Molotov right there. Oh, perfectly done. Great stuff from nothing. And Skadoodle will also be covering the door, hopefully. I know he's actually by balcony now, so the door is open. Oh,
a bit of a team flash. Not great, but still, Cloud9 have superior positions. Ooh, that's a big miss.
He cannot miss that. Nothing's still alive though. 50 HP with the Galil. He can't go for the reload. 12 bullets. He's going to make it happen, but he can't. Nice double peek there from Liquid, and they will close the rounds.
Yeah.
Felt like it was a legit chance for Cloud9 there, though.
Yeah, I think Cloud9 actually wins that round if Ska hits the first shot.
Yeah.
It takes there, because that's going to allow him to get into a new position. Worst case scenario, he ends up getting caught out by the guy from balcony, but then you have nothing on the side. And
nothing got the kill and
trade, right?
One-on-one guarantee almost.
Yeah, exactly. So you're giving yourself a really good chance to either just play for time or, well, yeah, just toy around with your opponent, because they're going to have to come towards you.
So Liquid have actually gained a lot of CT rounds. A lot of CT rounds. Look at 7 CT rounds.
The buy, if you can call it a buy, really, from Cloud9. Just a bunch of nades. So they're going to set up first, again, and execute towards B. I wouldn't be surprised if they got the bomb down, actually, but can't see them winning the round off of this.
Yeah, EliGE is ready, but they could get caught here.
Oh, nobody actually does.
Oh my god, the stack. Oh my god, that sweeping motion is just cutting all the players down. They will be cut asunder by the UMP. You won't see that every day.
If those two first players from Cloud9 check that corner, or basically just the first guy checks that corner, then that's probably 2 dead Liquid players instantly, and a bomb site gone.
It's a very, very common spot too. And adreN's going to be on the angle here that Hiko's been peeking all the time. And you can see that Cloud9 are pretty ready for a peek from Hiko. But this is going to result in a death, I think. freakazoid is in a very bad place if he just walks into this angle. There's the peek. He's going to run through it, and that's good. adreN is blinded, and he's got to be careful. He didn't actually fall back very far. He does have Hiko. Oh, the double comes into play. And I was going to say that he's going to get traded, but a double is how you do it. And now Cloud9 are left in tatters. They've got nothing to work with. 2 players, almost no map control. They need a huge clutch out of nothing, and Skadoodle again to solve this round. And it's the last one of the first half. Liquid looking to go 9-6 in light of that double. That just instantly shuts everything down, but nothing. We'll find a quick kill. Skadoodle with 4 players to worry about.
Pretty tough situation too to get anything done. I'm not sure, did the bomb drop when adreN got that double?
I believe so, yeah.
Because then he would have seen it, and Liquid should be aware. Well, now they're definitely aware what Skadoodle's up to, and adreN finishes it off. It's a nice little round there to end the first half from adreN.
You know, usually you would expect the AWP to actually fall much further back, but I think maybe adreN, because he got flashed and he couldn't see where he was actually running. Like sometimes you lose your bearings. Maybe he's like, I've got to hold here and just play the pick because I can't fall back. I'll just get caught and I'll die.
From the way he was running, it seemed like he thought he was down the stairs and was kind of content with chilling there for a while. But well, it worked out for him. Yeah,
he ended up getting the double. And that closed the round immediately. If the trade comes in there, and you know the one-on-one with Hiko is lost, the round is heavily in the favor of Cloud9. But 9-6 on the CT side, Liquid have done a great job because, again, typically their strength has been found in their coordinated T sides. It was only last night that that I've been you know, questioning that. That's the only time in the last weeks I've been questioning what is going on here.
No, for me the biggest worry was the CT side, and they've gotten through that with flying colors. So right now, I think it's more of a more situation of how long is it going to take for Team Liquid to close this out.
All right, well we get the pistols, the first order of business. The T pistol is usually quite a fun affair for the you know for whoever's on the T side, of course. And as we can see, it's straight into the A bomb site. However, 4 players are alive for Cloud9, and there are actually nades here, but no smokes for Liquids. Skadoodle's not going to expect 2 more players. Oh my goodness, he'll get 3 kills back to back. And it's just Nitro and FugLy left. Make that just FugLy. He's in a 1-on-2 situation now. This is not a good look. Nothing goes for the hold there. Like,
why are you re-peeking FugLy?
Oh my god. This is dangerous. Oh my god.
Why the hell would you re-peek 9 times when it's painfully obvious that the guy is shooting at you? Like you've done your job there. You can't multitask in CS, so you can't defuse and shoot.
Yeah, it's you need to. I think you just gotta chill a little bit. I mean, he looks very he's in a high-paced mode there. You need to chill a little bit.
It's basically adrenaline playing instead of your head. But still, it looks so silly. Not that it would have mattered because he did get a shot to the face eventually, so the damage he took wouldn't have been.
We can create new engagements basically. Like you force them to create new engagements with you at that range as well. And well, anyway, Cloud9 they do have of course their buy, but we have the force out of Liquid, and I love this. We've been talking about this quite a lot. If you're a team that has a lot of drills and the executions, you should absolutely think about this kind of a play, and Liquid are going for it. Forcing it up after getting the bomb down, losing the rounds.
FugLy
1 AK on Nitro.
Yeah, FugLy dropping the AK for Nitro, and well, not even going to need it so far. And I like this. They're actually putting people down into drop, maybe a tiny bit late, but it's more pressure on the Cloud9 team.
And you can see the position they put Nitro in. He's just all the way in the back with the AK,
the
weapon with range. Exactly, turret mode engaged. But there is still a player in the chicken coop, and you can see that's a really big issue. Finally, he's going to go down. He's on 1 HP for the longest time. And now Nitro, he doesn't want to give up this position because it's such a strong one with the AK. Ooh. And there it is, finds another kill. Just one player left in Sean Gares. He's going to find the kill onto Hiko. Now Nitro has to spring into action. With 30 seconds left, he's got time to play this one-on-one. But Sean Gares with that MP9, it's quite dangerous at this range. And this is scary. Nitro's very low, so is Sean Gares. Both players, it's going to be down to the reactions. And Nitro's got it under control. So that's going to work out for Liquid. They'll win the force up. And now Cloud9's economy is crushed.
Yeah, absolutely broken. That's rough times. It's really, really rough times. For a second, you'd think that Cloud9 maybe could start bringing it back, getting off to a good CT start, get the economy rolling. Instead, instantly broken. Team Liquid, who had great momentum ending the half, is just going to get that boost of confidence that Cloud9 really didn't need them to have.
We get the boost there, and double scout in from Cloud9 as well. If there's a proper anti-force buy played by Liquid, this double scout shouldn't be an issue, but you can see that they're not using any smokes here. So all it takes is just Skadoodle to do Skadoodle things, and the round is over, and already they are down a man. This is a very, very, very bad situation for Liquid at the moment. They need to try to come together to push this bomb site, and this is a good start. adreN being able to provide a bit of a backstab to the scouting players, and there it is. One is down. Just Skadoodle and freakazoid left alive, but freakazoid gets 2 fast frags, leaving Nitro again in a one-on-one. And this time, he's not going to get it done. freakazoid in with the triple, and that's going to be Cloud9 force buying it right back. And Liquid, I would wager that they should force buy again and probably just play the same round, right?
Yeah, I'd be down to see Tech9 armor that a bit of, or
Same
maybe
rounds,
adreN buying an AK. There we go. There's the AK.
Boom. Same rounds should be a good way to go here.
This is actually a better buy for them than what they had previously. Now they have armor on everyone, which FugLy didn't have in the round that they brought back.
Nitro has a lot of nades too. He's got full nades actually.
And there's actually 2 SMGs out on Cloud9.
This is going to be interesting. This is such an
could
important
get
round.
really interesting. I'm surprised what the purpose of having FugLy behind there is going to be. I don't think a quick but I don't think a quick rotation like that is going to do any. That's not what's going to kill the round for you.
I think Cloud9 are too afraid of a rush to flank.
Yeah, that too. Plus, it's not going to be you getting backstabbed that's going to mess you up in a buy round like this. It's going to be you not having enough firepower to actually take the site. And right now, you can see they got stuck on plateau, and FugLy was just rushing up mid with no purpose in life.
Yeah, I think you raise a very, very, very important point there. It's oh my god, adreN. He's looking to get this done, man. He's looking to just use this vantage point, go full turret mode, and pick everybody off. Now, is there going to be a stray peek for him to abuse? He will only get 1 shot, but if Skadoodle's to peek there, which he isn't, which is good, discipline. There we go. Okay, but yeah, that's so true. The way that you put that is like the important point. Is it going to help you taking the bomb site? And especially with the kind of execute they're looking at, like a flank takes time to come in. You need to have, if your plan is that a flank can happen before you take the bomb site, then that's something wrong there as well.
Yeah, but what's the point of a flank if you're not going to be able to put enough pressure on the other team to create a rotation? At that point, the flank is basically, okay, I'm just going to put myself in a situation where I go up 1 against 2. That's more or less what you're doing to yourself, and that's... I can't think of any scenario where that's a good idea.
Yeah,
so
it's something for Liquid to think about in the future, because now they've got a situation, because there they didn't have the pincer movement on the drop.
Yeah,
and
there's
the drop in
no pressure there.
And long, and that basically allowed all of Cloud9 to be looking at the plateau at once, which is just that's when the CTs always win that engagement. So now it's an eco for Liquid, and this gives Cloud9 a big way back into the game, because you can see Liquid they can't afford to buy anything here. They have to go full eco, and this is a good round for Cloud9 to build up the cash.
Yeah, now it's unfortunately for them, they don't have the SMGs they had a couple of rounds ago. It's not gonna be able to stockpile money, but if they can all stay alive, it should be more than enough. And, well, Team Liquid players are falling like flies. Only Hiko left. He's actually gonna find a frag onto freakazoid and picks up nothing as well. That AK coming into play as well. That's a good job from Hiko for basically being a clean Hiko. I guess the only guy who made an investment was Hiko, who bought that P250.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely worth it in the end. Yeah,
it's going to be really, really helpful. Implied rounds, potentially. Now, AKs all around. We have actually 7 AKs on the map at the moment.
Not too shabby.
Big push coming into A long from Liquid, looking for the trades into the A side of the map.
This is strange. Again, like they didn't have too much luck with their A takes versus Elevate either. I guess they're assuming that, well, they probably know that Cloud9 do play differently from what Elevate do on their CT side, but still, seeing how this is such a big round for both teams, you'd expect them to go towards their most successful strat, because that just makes sense. You want to have the highest possible chance of getting off that good start and send the other team into oblivion. That
said, FugLy's made his way into drop zone, so Liquid have a position on which they can kind of pole vault themselves into success, as he can just really be a really big nuisance, just catching rotations and delaying people, taking connector away as the push comes into A.
Also, the fact that both Cloud9 members are playing down and mid, that could be a massive issue, because they can get caught out so easy.
And there we go. They get caught out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not even sure what freakazoid was, where it's going there. It's like walking to the wall. And Liquid have the bomb site and the round. I mean, there is no way that Skadoodle Nothing can do anything against the setup. It's incredibly strong. Nothing's going to dive in though, and he's going to see if he can get some more damage done. And maybe he can get some kills here.
EliGE, you need to hit that. There's no way Nothing should be.
He can't reload. This is impossible to even reload in this spot. Yeah. 11-10, and Liquids are right back in this. Cloud9 are going to have to spend all their bank in this round, and Liquid can potentially force them to eco if they win this. And if that happens, then you've got like a 13-10 kind of scoreline on the way, and things start to get scary for Cloud9. Really scary.
I think it's already pretty scary. Let's be honest. Look at that buy. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Team Liquid should be aware of it. Again, we come back to what you know, being able to starve your opponent. It's really nice if you know they're on low econ buy. Just get the nades out of there, pressure enough to make them waste all of it without committing too much. And at that point, when you go 20, 30 seconds later, it's going to make your push so much easier.
Oh, definitely. And I like that we have the single Tech 9 on FugLy, because of course he can use that to just... The great thing about the Tech 9 and why in some spots it's better than an AK is because it allows you to... The speed at which you take position is much faster, because you can run and shoot, so you deny positioning from the CTs much more quickly. So it's very good in certain spots, like out of the drop, because you get onto the bomb site so very fast, because you don't have to worry about stopping to shoot, and that that can kill a lot of time if you have to have a rifle in that spot instead of a Tech 9. So you can see FugLy is in drop again, and he's often finding himself here. And this was to the detriment of Cloud9 yesterday against Elevate. I'm
curious whether or not he's going to be the one to initiate contact or not. Well, I guess Shroud's just going to find him, so that's all the action we're going to see from FugLy. But if they're going to try to instigate something from the drop room area to create some space for the guys to plateau, or if the plateau guys is going to come out first. Actually, it's going to be the plateau guy first.
There you go, Shroud with the first frag. And it looks like we'll get kills after kills here for Liquid, so they're doing a good job. And this is what Cloud9 couldn't let happen. It's happening right now. He just gets the bomb planted.
They do have one guy. Okay, so Nothing's actually going to drop down into drop room instead of going behind from long. Well, I think in any case, they don't have a single nade to work with. They only have a kit on freakazoid as well. This is pretty much an impossible task. They're just going to have to run away.
One cool thing as well, to note, we were casting the European FACEIT League earlier today. We had a Virtus.pro game against TSM on Overpass.
Yeah.
And one of the beautiful things about Virtus.pro is how incredibly decisive and drilled they were. So there was never any hesitation. For example, in that spot we saw FugLy kind of moving around a lot. There's actually no need to be moving at all unless you're attacking that area.
Yeah.
Or you're just playing defensively, waiting to attack the area. Those are the two modes that you're in. But we have a lot of movement going on, and this is like the crispness when you watch Virtus.pro. They're incredibly crisp. It feels like there's no redundancy in any player's movement. Everybody has a purpose. The timing is all synchronized. It was very awesome to watch.
Yeah, they basically trimmed the fat of every strat they executed.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Trim the fat off, and it is very hard. Just
it's extremely hard.
It's incredibly difficult.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, but that's what Liquid could really benefit from. Just more crisp play there in that sense.
Get on a make a server. Get on a server. Dry run stuff. Obviously, it's going to be. Yeah, it's probably the least fun thing to do if you're in a team, but it's how it helps. Seeing how badly your teammates mess up flashes while running, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's something that you see in every single sport. Every single sport drills.
Yeah.
Drills for days. If you played any sport, Like even under
You've done
under
really
13s football, you know, just
Yeah.
any sport, you will see that.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So, you know, coaches for a long time in regular sports have understood the importance of
It's actually
drills.
also a really good way to. We talked about the visualization bit when we saw Hiko shot on Cobble yesterday. It's actually a really good way of learning and becoming better at visualizing what to do in certain situations, especially if you're driving these strats. So you basically know the potential scenario you can get into with every angle and every corner you turn.
And that said, we might have a positive situation with Cloud9, but that was a great pop flash.
Yeah,
Very, very good pop flash. That's going to allow Nitro a free frag. Now freakazoid, he's in a position here. We can get some engagements. That's 2. Fantastic work from freakazoid. And all of a sudden, because of freakazoid, this round has been turned on its head. He's got 3 kills back to back. EliGE now is going to finally go down, and somehow Cloud9 actually win this round. And that should not have been a winnable round. They forced it up. They tried to get things going their way sooner than later. But it was all about that freakazoid position. There was no nades for the huts, and that's what really murdered Team Liquid there.
Yeah, that one Molotov would have done miracles, but even so, I think after the first frag freakazoid gets, his position should be so known that it shouldn't take too many bullets. That should just be like a full focus on moment for Team Liquid to just gun him down as quickly as possible, because as long as you have one guy who's in that hen house, you can't ever take the site. It's going to be so hard for you.
Yeah, it's a nasty position to deal with. And we'll get an execute into the B-bomb site here from Liquid just on the force buy. And it's going really well. Liquid's Nitro and EliGE pick up some excellent entries that will allow for a bomb plant. And even better still, potentially the round win, as freakazoid needs to now do even more work. Instead of the 3K, he needs the 4K. And this time, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Now he's coming from the door from Connector. And the smoke goes in. He's going to have to push forward if he wants to go for it. But he's going to decide to change his angle. And, there we go, another frag will be found. adreN caught on the run. And there it is, Hiko will finish him off. 13-11, and Liquid off the back of a force buy will basically completely destroy Cloud9's economy.
Yeah.
Actually, we can't see it right now, but...
A lot of back and forth, really, just in general, this game.
Oh, we can see
there. There we go, yeah.
Yeah, the economy is pretty
wrecked.
Pretty wrecked. Yeah, they can afford to eco once and they still got to buy out, but it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, freakazoid probably gonna take the hit, drop an off for Skadoodle, something like that. It's gonna give them a lot of versatility to work with in a potential buy round, because you can put Ska all by himself on that A bomb site. You can even boost him up on the B bomb site and then be okay with having 3 people, maybe towards B instead of 4, that type of thing. So it allows you to play more freely. That's never a bad thing.
Oh yeah, Nitro gets the kill onto nothing there, so that should allow, you know, slowly but surely an easier kind of shimmy along the B plateau to eventually get all the vantage points required to take the site. And actually, Skadoodle's going to donate himself, jumping straight in there into the firing range, and Liquid's need only worry about a lone Gares, the leader of Cloud9, and he's got a deagle.
Yeah.
Can't expect too much from Gares in this position.
Hope to get an extra frag, maybe a pistol or maybe a rifle if you're lucky. But most likely this is gonna be either just straight up death or a kill and at a quick death.
Ooh, this would work out potentially. Oh, that's unfortunate. So 14-11 and Cloud9. We can see their money here. It's, again, if he had picked up a weapon and saved it, it would have made the world of difference. Yeah. Because they can't really afford to drop for everybody. They're going to have a buy, but we can see Shroud is stuck on a 5-7. And Skadoodle's glass cannon. He has no Kevlar. He is in his boxers, in his underwear. He is naked in his birthday suits. And that's going to be problematic if he gets into any engagements at all. Now we'll have adreN there. Gets the shot on the freakazoid. Again, a risk taken by Cloud9 and one punished, and I like that Liquid had a guy there to punish that. Yeah.
Well, we saw Hiko being able to do that quite a few times in the apps without getting punished. So you would assume, especially Team Liquid, knowing that, well, we have a guy who did this all the time. Maybe Cloud9 has the same. Kind of works out nicely, but here we go. Ska's been boosted up onto long plateau, and he's going to need to get at least 2 kills here if Cloud9 one-hand shot.
Here we go, the push comes in, and wow, Skadoodle almost burning alive there. Crispy Skadoodle, 4 HP, that is not good. I mean, Liquid is starting to run out of grenades, and they're very put off by this smoke. Of course, there are no grenades left for Cloud9, so they will be able to make their way in now that the smoke is gone. But nothing could be an issue. If he gets the first kill and then goes for the spray down, holds mouse one down, that could be disastrous. So
Good, definitely could. But they do still have a smoke, and they do still have Molotovs, so they can clear out the close areas if they want.
Nice coordination here with the drop zone. Very nicely done. And nothing will get a frag, but Liquid, because they coordinated well, they'll pick up the rounds. They separated the defense, they split up the attention, and they will claim match point. 15-11, and Liquid. Did we unicorn them?
We did.
Nice.
So that means we didn't pick them at AlphaGraft. Not so nice.
Nice.
But you know, we're focusing on unicorn. That's where we're making our money, right?
Yeah, we make
that's our game. We can let James do AlphaGraft from now on.
That's fine with me. I think the first team that I picked actually won something. We got like $50 out of it. It's pretty
really?
Sick, yeah.
Damn.
I picked a 16 with Crims. It's like 30 bombing all over the place.
Nice.
Anyway, we have the last ditch attempt coming in from Cloud9. They've got the pistols, and freakazoid is going to claim the first kill. EliGE is going to go down as Liquid make their way in for some mid control. And they have the map control here into mid. That's nice. And then you can see that they're trying to take the ranges, and there you go. That's what you want. Nitro is able to pick up the kill onto freakazoid, and freakazoid can barely believe it. It was a pretty crazy shot, actually, like a stray bullet on a stray spray down, or a triple. I think it was like a 3 or 4 bullet burst. Actually, it's going to pay off for Nitro, and you can see the repositioning coming in from Liquid. Again, exactly what you're talking about, playing against the known CT rotation.
Yeah, they're deciding not to do it for some reason.
Interesting. They've left the player towards A as well, and it's going to be should be pretty simple here for Liquid to get in. They don't have many nades, so that's really going to be an annoying thing to deal with, considering that Shroud is here, and there's no way to really pop flash him or anything. They're just going to have to hope that Shroud is not godlike, and Shroud is a pretty godlike player when it comes to everything aim-related, and there's the first frag. He can make this even worse for them, spinning around. He's going to find the kill onto Hiko, runs out of bullets, but adreN has no HP, no time, and they're going to wait until after time to kill him. But maybe he can save this.
Oh, Jesus.
This was weird.
That was really weird.
That was really weird.
I was expecting to see adreN pull up that Tech 9 and just bomb rush in and one-shot Sean Gares somehow and drop. I saw that happening before my eyes.
But the thing again is that they had the player playing Lurk in that situation, where it's like the Lurker does not help you in the rounds.
Yeah, no.
Especially when they're force sport.
He's like the definition of being super useless.
So, oh my goodness, Liquid's playing with fire literally. So you can see the Molotovs get set down there to prevent plays, but it's going to be nothing that will find a frag onto EliGE. Will set the tone for this round.
Well, still fair amount of nades on Cloud9, so they're going to be able to delay Team Liquid from coming out here on B Plateau for quite some time. The only problem they're going to run into is that if Team Liquid are super set on actually going towards B, which it seems like they are, with Team Liquid or Cloud9 just delaying everything and not getting information on A, they can't really do anything. They're going to go out of nades eventually.
I mean, right now, the use of the Lurker is actually pushing in the site and saying, okay, it's open. And that's what's happened. And the bomb is rotating back. Although that said, FugLy's not actually played the bomb site. They don't actually know that there's nobody there.
He's been standing there. He's just doing stuff after adreN has picked or seen 2 people. After adreN has seen 2 people, it's like, oh, there's 2 left. Oh, I guess it's clear on A then. Let's go, guys.
So Sean Gares is going to go through the smoke. He's going to make things happen. At least that's what his team is hoping at this point, because he's the last point of failure here. Sean Gares moving in. He's getting tagged down here or there. He will find his way around the wooden panels. He'll get the quick frag onto FugLy. 2 players still left to deal with. He has no idea where one of them is. adreN by CT ramp. Shot in the back here. Sean Gares is going to get himself the frag. He has no kit though. Oh my god, he's got no kit. This is so scary for Sean Gares. And that's going to be a wrap. 16-12, and we have Liquid actually winning the Cobblestone against Cloud9. So that's a pretty good result for them, especially considering the scare they had yesterday against X Elevates.
Yeah, a very impressive showing today compared to compared to yesterday, actually. Super impressive. This is more like what we saw in Stockholm and what we expected coming into yesterday. Cloud9 on their end, I think, still have a couple of things to work with, but I think in the overall scheme of things in the league, they should be pretty okay in terms of how they're placed. They should be okay to actually qualify.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first loss Cloud9 have suffered. And Liquids, I believe...
They're 3-4-3.
Yeah, they're in the mid-tabling, so they can. I think they can still save themselves. But yeah,
I actually think they haven't lost a game. They just haven't played as many.
Oh yeah, they are 3-0. Yeah, you're right, 3-0. Okay.
So they got 9 points. They're actually in a really good spot as of right now. Not that I know the remaining teams they have to play against, but they've already played versus Cloud9, who topped the group. And if you can beat them, then you're probably in a decent position to beat anyone you play versus.
Definitely. So that's a good situation there for Liquid. The next match will be Complexity versus X-Elevate on Cobblestone as well. So a lot of Cobblestone love in North America. Well, guys, we'll take a very quick break, and we'll see you very soon for that.